Great shot. Great shot. Not the baby. Not the baby. Not the baby. Not the baby. Yep. Yep. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Not mad at you. That right there, slightly, I would blur more around the uh under omni, the under carriage down to the arm, like right where the hand meets the arm coming on up, and I ride that line right there and kind of softly blur that. That way it'll blend in with the blur on the background. And then, which one's about the shirt, baby shirt? Yeah. Shit, I can really see the push. Right. Nah, probably more to the pinky. More to the pinky, riding up the middle of the arm. You see what I'm saying? It won't so much as like, okay, you see where the light is shining on her arm, where her face is laying? Yeah. So right down there where it start kind of changing and shadowing, I would, yeah, right there to the finger, then coming across to the left and going just up slightly. Right there, right down in that little pizza corner right there. Now that I would probably blur that out, use like a blur tool, I would blur that down just a little bit and then put feather grit, a light feather grit, or a feather down. And that way it'll emphasize the aqua-like presence on her centerpiece. That's a masterpiece. That's a masterpiece. Look, I mean, hey, hey, it is. It's a masterpiece. Ain't no way to not say it. It's a. I stopped in the middle of what I was saying. I stopped in the middle of what I was saying. Um, Beautiful shot. Yeah, yeah, it is. You can tell it's me with the makeup. Yeah, you can see it right there at the weave line, that lakefront. Mm. Mm. Right, right. You're doing the right thing. No problemo, amigo. Uh-huh. Okay. Right. True. It is true. Oh, well, I give it an 8. We can go with that. I give it an 8. Yeah, we go with that. It ain't got any hit like the last shots. Well, Spencer that they have. Yeah, it's a lot of cleaning that can be done to it. Shadows and highlights. I always do shadows and highlights. That HDR movement. But overall, that's pretty decent.
See, this one was out here, even this one for doing a wolf goddamn photography. No,
Yeah, yeah.
I said you. I said you. No, I said you on fire. I look for you. You give me the same. One thing about it ain't no sugar coat. It ain't no. Oh, now hold your knees.
Right.
You know. No, don't take another picture like that. Slap on her. No, hell no. Push me in the face. Make that shit hurt.
Yeah, right.
That's the only way I want to get done. Cause they ain't gonna go, hell no. Take you for goddamn rag. Dog my ass. I hell no.
No.
But when you get in the damn, get in the shit, you know, I take a better shot than you, dog. Nigga, I take a better shot than you.
See what I'm saying?
Goddamn camera.
See what I'm saying? We don't need all that.
And then going back and forth about a damn picture, gotta look with the camera, everybody like, I want to understand. So, all in all, like I say, with this shot, it's all right. I can take out a whole end like a 7 trim. You know what I'm saying? Trim line.
Yeah.
Cause how she sitting in the bottom corner, the left corner, actually I ain't realize I took it like that. Cause some shots you don't realize you take it until you look at them all this screen.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So, like I said, you said an 8, right?
Yeah. I say take some of that white out the top, and then the highlight, look.
Trim it down, probably down right up by the head type shit.
Yeah.
The head blur.
Yeah, probably about like a half an inch up.
Okay. On. Okay. With that setting, because I seen that I found with natural goddamn white.
Mm-hmm.
With that setting and how this shit hit on her, it was just some random shot like that. Again, comes from
But you see how much color popping out of it now?
it's all. I realized it when I take my skin.
Mm-hmm. Color is blooming out of that shit.
Man, he breaks on in a goddamn bullshit. Anyway, this little man shit. I say, it's gonna crop it out with a fold it, but I'll fucking
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean it's as is. Even the person walking, I would leave that in there too. Because it's an environment picture. So to me, it's an environment picture. So yeah, I wouldn't worry so much about trying to clean up, you know.
What's your overall?
Huh?
What's your overall though?
Overall, no, I give it it's an A.
A?
A.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
It's finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another environment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can put a little bit of vinaigrette around that and just let that look, interesting. You ain't gotta do a whole lot of editing to it at that. I wouldn't. Oh yeah.
So one I remember with 85 and all, I can't remember. Because I was born from a cycle at 85. And I could just trim out the top.
Definitely. I hate that socket was behind there.
Hell yeah! Notice it hit the last minute.
Yep.
After I push the shot, look down.
Whole damn socket right there. Whole damn socket. It happens though. It happens. But the shot overall, is beautiful in its own. And you could probably take the background and you can probably blur down the background.
Oh, I would think about it.
Yeah, that way the white will kind of blend into the gray, and it just look like a kind of background tone and separation of the environment.
When I get your overall,
Overall, good, great. Mm. Mm. Focus was a little bit off, but nonetheless, it's a good business shot.
it's a little opening that well in your profile angle.
Oh, no, I gotta do is just bring it down just a little bit. Yeah, keep it in proportion.
Mm-hmm. Well, outside of the focus, but
Yeah. I'm focus. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
you'll get an April later.
Yeah, I give it an A minus.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Matter of fact, I'll take it. I'm taking it around.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
You're still pretty good. Is that a straw? Is that a straw down there?
Straws.
Uh
I so mighty mercy meatballs a damn.
huh.
I can move it. Ain't worried about that. I can move it.
Yeah,
I can move it.
that's really all I see. Just off the mark.
I'm focusing just on the face. And before she left, she was like, why in the hell I didn't know you before all of this?
But you know what, though? Now that I look at it now, after I seen the straw, I look back at her face. She can focus. She is in yeah.
That's a pretty good. Hey, beat her no matter what.
Yeah, she in between the focus and not in the focus.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at it close, you see it in focus.
Mm-hmm.
When you pull back, you see it a little bit out of focus. Now it's back in focus. It might just be my eyes. It might be playing optical trick on my eyes. I don't damn know.
Gotta be. It'll fit so cool to me.
Yeah, it's great. That's a good picture though.
Well, the main focus is the face, but if you look down, I say right there at the first line right there, the line of her chin to her chin, it do something.
And that's what I think will making the face look blurry.
See, to me, it don't. It look good to me. Even if I say face, I got perfect vision, man.
It looked great. I mean, it looked great, but I'm thinking, I don't know. It might be me.
I got perfect vision, man.
I ain't got 20. I ain't got 20/20 no more. But it's there. I'm still there now. I'm there. I got to get a little closer. Might got to lean back a little bit.
Hey, blood ain't fine.
But I do see. I mean, it do look like that necklace could get a little bit more clarity.
Like the detail of the kid.
Yeah.
I
think that's what I'm seeing. It's, not only with her skin color and texture, it's just that highlight, that yellow highlight, or gold highlight, whatever color that is with that green on the inside, it's kind of blending the color. There we go. There goes something.
I see what you're saying, because the face blurred out, but it changed the little negative thing, ain't it?
Yeah.
So
What you
boom,
change?
like here the nigga saying, "Oh,
What'd you change?
what you mean? What I changed?
With the shots? With the two
Oh
shots?
no, I did. Yeah, I just twisted it in because that was with the 85s.
Right. Oh,
I did.
you don't know what f-stop that was.
Yeah, they with the 85 is all manual, so my f-stop 00s.
No,
I
no,
can't
no.
really see it on. I can't see it on my camera. And
No.
then I just
Your f-stop is gonna be on your lens. So if you twisting the one that's closest to the camera, you changing your f-stop.
oh damn man, this is the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's it called?
Now when you looked at it and you said it's getting darker.
Okay. 1 8
Yeah.
4 5 3 3 5 4 5 6 10 22.
Yeah, that's your f-stop.
I got you. Man. Yeah, I kept it in 1 8 though.
So you see something changed.
I don't see something. I see what you're saying.
You see how the detail is back in it more?
I see what you're saying.
I think you move your focus out a little bit too.
I think that. Yeah, I think. Wait, the focus will in. That focus was out. Focus for the other one, and what? Focus in for the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay. You'd be probably right on now. More likely you are, right?
What I'm thinking is, in a picture like that, to keep everything in proportion, you probably could go to F3, F4, maybe. But no, because you would have had been at 22. You'd have had been at 22.
If I go to 22 and get dark, it get dark. I mean, not dark, but you can tell that it's darkened.
Can you pull up the details on this picture?
I don't think so.
Can I grab hold?
You should have
Oh shit! For training and research purposes. Oh man. Yeah, that was unexpected.
Hit the eye, hit that circle, honey. Down here at the bottom. Right there. There it is.
ISO 1000. It's still saying f-stop 0 because you was on manual. But you was on ISO. Can you change the picture while keeping that up?
What you mean?
Right. Oh, you can. Okay. All right. Well, let's keep that up there. That right there be a helpful too.
What?
When you can change the picture and still keep this ID up there.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So that way you can see what you changed.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like you changed your shutter speed to 1/60. That's why. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. That's exactly why. That 1/60 had that motion. She must have moved a little bit.
Not really.
You know what I'm saying she might have just shifted just slightly when you hit it, and it caught her moving just a little bit. But you notice in 180, you see how it clears up when you went up to 80?
Yeah, I see exactly how I could get what I'm on.
But it looked like you was using a 50. It's saying you was using a 50.
I put my 50 on. So the I put my 50 on.
Wonder why I registered as a 50. Hold on. Ain't gonna go back there yet. I went too fast then. But ISO 1000. 800, 1,000. In a well-lit situation like that, 1,000 would have been your best friend.
ISO.
ISO, f-stop 11, 8. F-stop 11, 8. Probably would have been your best friend. Maybe even 14. F-stop 14 would have been your best friend. But yeah, your shutter speed should have been 1/640.
I passed it, but I ain't gonna think about it like
Yeah.
that's in my moving on. It's still portrait, yeah.
Yeah. See how you got motion in it?
Mm-hmm.
That's because of that 160. Now your ISO, you see how your ISO went down?
Mm-hmm.
640? Now let's go back to the 1,000. Boom. See how 1,000 is bringing more light out of it, out of the picture?
I got you. I see where you're at. I see exactly where you're at. Yeah.
Now you got more saturation, not more saturation, more highlights in the picture. But see, you got a slow enough flash that it catches light, but it's so slow that you can't get a solid picture. Right? So yeah, if you would have bumped it all the way on up to 640, that would have caught a solid picture with her. But you would have had to bump that ISO at least up to maybe 800 to 1,000, maybe. Yeah, depending on where your lens at. If your lens is on f11, you would have been great with that 640. You know, it's really most of it is really all about your settings on your camera. Learning those settings and learning how to capture the light that you're looking at with your eye versus the light that your camera is looking at. But that's a great picture. That's a great picture. She could have went down there and seen Lily them to do something with her head, but that's a great picture. Great picture.
Oh man, give it to song.
I'm gonna give her a little bit now. I'm gonna give her a little bit. She could have went on down there to the dentist and got a little bit of that cleaning going on, but she got to get a little bit.
Well, I can get that.
Yeah.
I can get that.
But we don't want to fix too much. We want her to be natural, because that's a natural, beautiful picture as she is.
So, no edit.
I wouldn't edit. Now, you probably got the little blemishes on the face and stuff like that.
Well, it's just one on the cheek that I see, but other than that,
yeah,
maybe
you got one down there.
4 on the chest.
No, you got one down there on the chin a little bit right there. You got one right there on the cheek right there. Am I doing that?
I'm no man.
Oh, okay. Look, because I was touching my TV screen. Had me thinking I was doing it. Like, damn, this shit ain't got that good, is it?
Damn, what kind of update did I get?
It ain't lying. I got a LCD screen. I ain't got no touch screen. It's a TV.
Like I said, it's a little red.
Yeah, so all those blemishes and those bumps and marks and stuff, yeah, I would soften those out. I would soften those out. Bring back a natural tone, smooth. But I wouldn't do it so much to where it looked like she got on makeup.
I got you.
Yeah.
What you gonna move some of them blemishes that way?
Yeah, she got a cut right there on her forehead. I would clean that cut on that forehead.
Already seen that one.
Yeah.
That's a good portfolio picture.
Yep. I mean, as is, that's a great as is shot. Just as is, that's great.
That's that blue magic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's that blue magic. See that?
All right.
Beautiful.
She need her ass whooped.
Come on, JP, man.
She need her ass whooped. Now that's a
Come
good.
on.
It's a good picture, but you gonna have to mystify that picture. Like that white spot, that white space up there at the top. That's gonna have to come down. You definitely got to come down.
Cut that.
Yeah, you gonna have to.
See that? I'm gonna have to cut that.
Yeah, you gonna have to eliminate that. But with her, I would add in some shadows, especially like right there where the leaves at or whatever that is right there.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to accent that a little bit more. Like I said, just make it mystified.
Right.
Yeah.
Right them up.
Just a little bit, not a lot. You know.
See, I was looking out right now. Bringing out the whole picture, keeping close that bright color, putting bright up the house.
You can keep the background as it is, but I would move that chair out the way. Crop that out. Crop that in with that chair. Bring the top down. And like I said, I would just mystify, like bring out the accents in her hair. You know.
That's what I was looking at. That made me fish shot because I didn't realize I told for a hell.
Yeah. Even the necklace and the nose ring, you know.
Right.
The lenses, lenses and stuff like that. Maybe I'll probably even glow her skin out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, just a little bit.
Yeah. It ain't gotta be too much, but she got a lot of lip gloss popping going on there, so
I'm sure what that shit.
yeah. I give her just a little extra, but it won't be because she got some highlights over her eyeshadow over her eyes too. So yeah, I would hit some of that there too. Just kind of, you know, bring the highlight of it out some, just a little bit, not a lot, but you know, all of it will be in contemporary with the color scheme of her hair. Like I said, with that dress, you can probably bring some clarity and shadows into it. Maybe a little highlight, instead of shadows. And yeah, that's it. I wouldn't draw her no eyebrows, you know.
No, I ain't not here though.
But she need to have one. It's just for educational purpose.
That new age shit that can't knock on that.
Yeah.
It's unique, but I kind of like it in its own little sense. Got that purple, got red, got a red underlay.
That purple and burgundy, that's the color of passion. That's my favorite color. Yeah, that's my favorite color. When you got that passion color, it's purple, blue, red, pink, all those blended together. That's my favorite color. It's like a fusion, basically. It's a fusion. So, yeah, but you still need to have me though. Why she sitting over there looking like that? Like she don't want to say hey to nobody.
She didn't really.
I can tell. This shit off of her demeanor, her energy right now. Yeah.
Good for her female.
She living in a fantasy world. Hold on, I got a phone call. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Oh. Oh, hold on. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. I am on the phone with D looking at the fish that he just shot, trying to get them go through anything. Well, not hit, but he gonna see me, don't change whatever. You know something, no, I didn't know you was going. I thought you were doing smoke. I thought you were gonna try to do some smoke. But you. Hi. All right, because I am recording this and our phone call is on the thing. Yeah. So tell everybody, hey, this for educational and to training purposes. All right, you too. Yes, sir. Alright, let me let's see. I can't even get in my own phone. It's showing me my other. I can't get in my phone. I don't know why it's got this AI thing on my phone where it's showing me in different outfits and stuff like that. Showing on different outfits. I mean, it's neat. I can use those, do that. Yeah, when I'm trying to get into the phone. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and send her the money that she did for the day. I pay my workers. Yeah. They work hard enough to get a little earning. Just start tripping for my sister and see you some money. Alright, I'll tell you back to work. Tomorrow we're doing the lawnmower tomorrow. You have to wait till Friday. Then I'm taking Tyson's. Let me see. But yeah, that picture right there. That's what I, because she's in her own little world. So let's make her feel good in her own. Yeah. That's the only best thing to do. Right. Okay. Yep, on to the next one.
Until that, I want to have my hand on all the pictures before they start looking.
Right.
That's the birthday girl.
Okay. One time for the birthday girl. Two times for the birthday girl. They look like they did that now.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Whatever.
One time for the birthday girl. Two times for the birthday girl.
No, Jehovah's Witness preacher now.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
No.
There's no question about it. They didn't do it.
No.
That didn't happen. But overall, it's a real good shot. It's a real good shot. I don't see much of the cropping that you would need to do.
Right.
Just a little bit, but not a lot. But what I probably, what I would probably do instead of cropping? I would scale it. I would scale it and make it bigger.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Bring the center out and make it thick.
Hey, shit, I'm gonna clean it up, but clean it in like that.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. And see, that'll make the picture fit the frame of what it's already took. All right, so see how you got that one at a 1/20, 1/125.
I think I have.
Yeah, say you got the 135. So you had to have a shotgun.
All right. Wait a minute. I see it.
And what's that, F8?
Yeah.
So F8 is good, but for a shotgun, like 135 millimeters, you need that shot to be 3 times 135. So that would have been shutter speed.
Oh.
What you always do is whatever.
Say that all over again. Start over, rewind all this.
Okay. So with your shutter speed being at 1/125, the lens that you was in was a 135. you times your lens size 3 times to get a still shot. They get to a shutter.
For the shutter.
Yep.
For the shutter speed.
So that would have been.
It's 300. This is 300 for the shotgun.
So that would have been times.
It's a 75 to 300.
All right, so 300 times 3 would be 900. So what's close to 900? What, 1,000? 1 over 1,000? So that's what we need to be. So we need to be 1 over 1,000 in the shotgun to take still shots.
That's for any other like building type setting for any part of 1 over 1,000.
For that lens.
Only okay. I see. I think I got what you're doing.
Yeah. For that lens,
okay,
you want to go to the highest. If it's a variable lens, which means it goes through 75 to 135 or 75 to 300, something like that. If it's a variable lens, you take the maximum number of that lens times it by 3.
So what you do that with that 18 and that 55?
The 18 and 55, what's hold on, wait a minute. Where we at?
You know that I ain't got it in here. I ain't never use it in here. I'm just saying, it's a lens that I don't never use as an 18 and a 55. With that, how you telling me to use for the shotgun go 3 times
3 times the maximum lens size.
Okay, boom. So with this 18 and this 55, would I still do that same method? 3 times the lens size with that 55?
That go 18 to 55?
Yeah, but this the one I don't never use. I think those are more of a wider shot.
Yeah, so if it's 18 to 55, take the higher number, the maximum number, and times that by 3. So you take that 55 and times that by 3. That'll get you what? 160?
Yeah, wait.
165, 175?
Yeah, 160. That's all right.
Let me see, 55 times 3, 5,
15,
16. So that 165. So you probably would have been good. You probably good at 200. So I think 160 is right dead on, but you can go 200 just to be right dead on. Now,
sweet spot.
yeah, that'll be your perfect still shot. That'll be a perfect still shot. So you get a great still shot when you times it by 3 versus times it by 2. Times it by 2 is gonna get you a nature shot.
Landscape.
Yeah. In a sense, yeah.
I think I'm with you. I think I'm walking with you right now.
Yeah.
I ain't walking all the way with you, but I'm at your heels. I think I got you.
Yeah.
What you saying?
This is one of the sub chapters inside of a chapter. That's really all that is. And it's when we're talking about lenses, or we're talking about shutter speed, really. First, just get the understanding of shutter speed and what type of shots you're trying to shoot. So, if you're trying to shoot like more natural, where just say, okay, if a car is passing, or a kid is running, or somebody going down the slide, or some people laughing, and you just want to catch that with a little bit of movement to make it so you can feel that picture as it's in the motion, you'll put double the speed of the lens. Now, when you want still shot, you do triple. That's going to set your lens to shut fast enough to catch the light, catch the picture, catch the image without having to worry about movement. So you get less blur. You get less move, like how her face is down there. It'll be a still shot. So whatever lens you use, times it by 3.
So, what about for the picture of the 85, which I still times it by 3? Well, shit.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yep. Because the lens distance and the shutter speed is what you're doing a little math. You know what I mean?
The shit that I hate.
Yeah. So if your distance is 5 millimeters of cover, 55 millimeters of coverage, if you have your shutter speed at 1/50, whatever happens right then, that's what you're gonna see in the movement of it going. But when you double it, the shutter speed will move fast enough to where it'll catch it, but it'll you'll see just like, okay, if you catch somebody finna take off, you know how you take a shot and they take off, and you see them finna move in that direction, like an out of body moment, like you see their soul separate from their body type of deal. That.
Oh shoot.
That's what that double speed gonna get you. The triple is triple the speed, triple the lens is gonna get you a still shot. Which means no matter if they moving, it's gonna wherever point in time that you shoot at whatever nanosecond, it's going to hit that nanosecond. At that precise time, whatever that time is, that's when it's going to precisely hit. Now, that's on shutter speed. Your shutter speed and your lens. That's how you understand how to set your shutter speed.
I got you.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of damn sense, so.
Yeah. Because you don't want it. Okay, you got a 55 lens and you're shooting at a 55 shutter speed or a 50 shutter speed, 1/50. Your shutter speed gonna be moving too slow on a moving object. Like if you at a football game and you shooting 300 millimeters and you shooting 300 shutter speed, you're gonna see all kind of movements because now it's got to hone in 300 millimeters versus the shutter speed is gonna shut at 300 millimeters. I mean 300 1/300th of a second.
So with that higher shutter speed, that became more of what they call it the action shot.
You get a still shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with the action shot, where like somebody going up for a dunk or
like a freeze frame.
Yeah, like a fire catch or something like that, you know.
Posterized, a poster shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Like the Michael Jordan shot when he going up for the dunk.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a poster shot. Now they probably shot that. They probably shot that at 1/6500, 6400. Because that's the highest. Go ahead. Because that's going to be the highest shutter speed that you can get. Now, what you'll get with that shot is that anybody else has a flashing at that time.
What?
Yeah. That's like, so when you see a shot or you see Michael Jordan, okay, we're gonna use Michael Jordan. You see Michael Jordan going up for his infamous dunk. And then you got people that's across from you taking pictures with a flash on. If you shoot your shot when such amount of flash go off, you will get those shots in your picture.
I got you.
If your ISO and your aperture is set correctly, that will be the determination whether it's a flare or whether it's just going to be the little white light in the background.
I got you. The dot. It look like a dot.
Yeah, there's a little small little star, little small little splashing star, little, versus whether it'll show the flash and have a flare off of
it. Flash stick, okay, so it won't make the light so bright.
Yeah. That won't be bad at all.
So with even I'm trying to picture something in my mind. So even with that 1/1000, you won't be able to get too much of an action shot.
1/1000?
Yeah.
You'll get it, but you're still gonna leave a little money on the table. If the action is intense enough, like you say, if you up in the air where you got to defy gravity, and you got to catch gravity before gravity hits or whatever, that's going to be the difference in between that type of shot versus you taking a portrait shot where they're sitting still. Now, if you're at 1,000, 1/1000, and they're sitting still, even if they move just a little bit, that's not going to bother. Versus you at NASCAR, you at the racetrack, and the car's about to come across the finish line for the photo finish. That's when you need that shutter speed to be at its maximum capacity. Because it's got to catch right there when that first car crosses the line. And once that car crosses the line, it's got to take a still instant shot to see which one crossed the line first. Yeah. That's going to be the difference in doing it like that versus your portraits.
I got to me. I get what you're saying, and it's like I'm charting something in my mind at the same time.
I got you.
I don't want to get too thrown off though. That one got a rabbit hole of its own.
Yeah. I say it's not too bad. Like I say, once you see it, it's gonna make all the sense in the world. Like, it only took me just that amount of time. Like I say, if you ever want a reference bike, I got those classes on that drive that, they explain all that stuff.
Okay.
Now that's what that's where I'm getting it from. And it actually works.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, how you explain it, it make hell of a sense, really.
Yeah. And I'm moving like okay, when you called today, I was taking a picture of the clouds, the sun and the clouds. So I'm moving at a 70-mile-per-hour speed versus trying to get a shot of the sun and the clouds while they're moving at such and such amount of speed. I'm changing elevations, I'm changing directions, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of that, it has a lot to do with the same thing. So I got to catch it in the middle. I got to literally catch it in the middle for it to be able to do what I needed to do. Yeah. but I still want to move a little bit so that way it'll have enough detail. Because sometimes it can be too still and you lose detail. Sometimes.
More of a cleaner look.
Yeah. But also your aperture ISO has to come in play too. But see, that's on another that's in another stretch. You know, as long as we get the stretch about the shutter speed down, then we can go into the stretch about the aperture and ISO. But I'll probably move more to the ISO before I go to the aperture.
To control more of the lighting and the shutter speed.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the higher the shutter speed, if you go 1/160, what is it? 1/6400, you're gonna get a darker shot because of the fact that the hole is smaller. The hole is smaller. You're letting less light in when you take a fast shot. Now, then again, if your aperture is all the way down at f1.2 and your ISO is up at 6400, you got enough light coming in. You got way more than enough light coming in.
You know what? Wash out on it.
Not if your shutter speed is up high.
Oh, like that or well, 1,000.
I would probably go 3200 or 64. Well, it just depends on the atmosphere. The atmosphere plays a big role. Like, right? The only way is if you got something that's moving really fast. That's the only way I can see that happen. It's got to be coming really fast.
Like this is a next fix. I like the period.
It is great.
It'll be bright as a tan.
I would say the only thing I would say is the same thing like that picture right there is to scale it, just to scale it and make it feel that space. You see what I'm saying? Make the picture feel that space. That canvas. Yeah, I would let it feel that space. And then you can soften it down. You can give it some HDR tones. You can give it some highlights. Matter of fact, instead of the highlights, I would give it some shadows. I give it some shadows, like right there around the ruffles of the shirt. Then right there at the back of the shirt, I give it some shadows back there. Right there is probably when you would do your black and white thing, but I would stick it more to a grayscale black and white, you know? Yeah, that's probably how I would stick it to the grayscale. Because that black and white,
I'm gonna do one of those.
Huh?
And I'm gonna just play around the bell and keep it destroying the original.
Right. Or you make a copy of it. Just make a copy of it and work off the copy.
Yeah, true. This year, I think I should throw.
I mean, I really don't see nothing wrong with it, but it does have a lot of grain in it.
A lot of sit up on the hell on the lights can't do a thing with him, man.
Yeah, his whole shirt. Somebody walking by. Yeah, somebody walking by, so it caught the grain right there. Bike in the bike with the balloons in the wall. Down by his finger.
Yeah, max shots. You know what? I did get up this one.
Oh yeah, you got 300 right there. See you. All right, so right there, yeah, you had it up at 6,400. See, right there was 6,400, 300 mils, 160 per second. That it's off, and it's at an f8. It's off. You could have bought it back to an 800, or rather you could have bought it back to a 32. I would have went 32. That's a 300, 1,000, 32, 1,000. You probably could have left it at the f8. Let me see something. Where the buttons at? Okay, there you go. 135. Yeah, so you wasn't zoomed all the way. You did have the ISO high. You did have the ISO pretty high. I would have brought that down probably to maybe 800.
I think when I realized took it on, right? Just
yeah. That right there, yeah. I can tell you, zoom the next one in, boom, and then that went to 160 per second. See, this is really what I'm looking at. I'm really looking at this setting, because that setting is going to tell you what you see over here. That f8. I don't know, that f8. If I would have probably brought that to. That's a shotgun, so it's 300 millimeter. You probably could have brought down the f4. Brought down the f4, put this at 800 to 1,000, your ISO, and then bumped your shutter speed up to about 3.9, 1,000. I would have bumped it up to about 1,000. That should have gave you basically a perfect solid. Yeah, it'd have been solid. Yeah.
I should delete that one. They have it full again. I was delete that.
That's pretty interesting. A little vinaigrette. Pretty interesting shot.
Okay.
Wouldn't be enough to really just give to him or nothing like that, you know.
Yeah, like I had to rush the shot. Like I told you, every time I got ready to do the damn thing, so that's why I won't buy somebody else stop. Okay, I bring it. I'll let them walk by. Everybody do that thing. Get a real deal. As soon as I got them hitting my damn phone, walk by again. I'm like, you know what?
Now, you know what I would have did on that, though? I would have dropped down and got eye level, came around on the angle. I would have changed these.
Turn them out.
Yeah, I would have turned them, like, if you looking this way by the macaroni and cheese, I would have turned them that way and got down at an angle to where I'm basically, these lids would have been more to the top, but it would have been zoomed in, so you would have filled in that whole picture. But going down the center, you would have saw, okay, mac and cheese at the front, boom, 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 boom. And it would have, you know, faded into the aperture the farther that it went down the line.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's what I would have hit that with. You know, or I would have started the back way. I would have started the back way looking towards these big pans here. Because those are really your centers right there. Yeah, I would have got those because they're gonna look more better in the front than these pans back here in the back. You know, they're more wider and chunkier and look like, you know, the cafeteria, versus these right here look like they at the White House. Yeah. That's the way that could have went there. It's good shot, but that's probably what I would have ended up doing. I'd have got all the way down to eye level. Oh, it's a lot I can say about this shot. Let me look at the info first. 300 f8 160 64.
I had to do the 300 in the store.
Okay.
Again, everybody crossing up this, that, and the third. I seen a tiny hole.
Yeah. A small window of opportunity.
As you can see, I had to get behind the head and I had to hit somebody's shoulders.
Yeah.
And that shoulder was going on the stage too.
Oh man.
So that's how that one played.
You know, that's the thing I hate about photography too, is that you got to bully sometimes, you know. You got to bully. Like, get out of the way. I'm finna take the picture. Get out of the way. I'm paid to do this. I'm paid to do this. Get out of the way. But, you know, then again, you don't want no problems.
All right.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with no problem. All that bull job. So, I understand. Believe me, I definitely understand the whole stratosphere of having to find that little window. But I just get to the point where, hey, look here, I'm finna stand right up here with y'all until we get this shit together. I'm gonna sit right up here with y'all, and we gonna get these pictures up close and personal. But yeah, that 6400 is a little bit too high for her. Probably F4 3200 shutter speed 1000. Same thing. I would go with the same thing. Yeah, I would go with the same thing.
Oh, you know what? Made me do that. And see, you remember what I was telling you? As you can see, your 775 the other day.
Yeah.
1125 3200.
Yep.
That shadow, I seen it in my camera had a shadow in it. Of course, I thought this had to be the damn shotgun.
75, that was probably your shotgun. Yeah.
But I like this fish.
It's a nice picture. I can actually go on their website.
Only thing that you have to need to be there.
No. No, nothing at all.
Okay. Oh, what's that news?
Well, I thought it was Obama for a minute there. Before I seen anything, Obama popped in my head.
It's nothing like a Jet 2 holiday.
Yeah.
That's a good smoke.
It is. That's a good one for a player. Yeah, that's a good one for a player. You made a player look good on that. Yeah, I could probably say just some highlights. I mean, some shadowing.
Not much.
Yeah, just some shadows. You can just work them shadows and some of the HDR.
And that sweat, as you can see how that shirt on this.
Yeah.
That blues in the building is still sweat.
Yeah. But that's a good one. I'll take some off the top up there. Even though the ceiling beating, I would still bring a little bit down off that top. Close some of it in.
Keep some of the ceiling in there.
Just a little, probably that little bit of the line. Maybe. I might even just take it all the way out. And just go balls to the wall.
All right.
Because you can't get a better aperture shot than that. All right, where we at? 70, 75? 75 F5. See, that's you getting there. ISO 500. Yeah, that's nice. Hold on.
My bad.
Oh, shoot.
I hit the damn thing.
So now let's break this one down. down. So 75 times 2 would be about 150? 5? 75 times 2? Oh, we'll grab a calculator.
I'll be on it.
All right.
150, all right.
So 150. So yeah, that one was close. That one was close. You were very, very close on that. Very close. Now, being that that's a 75 to 300, I would have went on ahead and sat that one at 1,000. The ISO probably could have went to 400. That would have took away that light over his shoulder.
I see what you're saying.
And it would have gave more outlining from his shirt than the separation. Yeah, I'd have brought it down to about 400. And like I said, you got it at F5, but I probably would have put it at F4. I probably would have went F4.
I see what you're saying. The saturation. Over his shoulder.
Yeah. That's more of that white balance that, I was talking about earlier. But it's automatic. It's on AWB, so you got automatic white balance. Let's see, with that ISO, if you would have brought it down 100, that would have, the light that's coming in, it would have not registered the light coming in so hot.
So when you say hot, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like, you see how the shade is on her side versus the shade on his, or the light on his side? It kind of would have balanced it. That her side would have still got a little bit darker, but his side would have been lighter and dark, shadowed enough that it wouldn't. His shirt, you would be able to see his shirt more. Plus, with your aperture down, that would have brought the more focus into them. It would have brought more detail.
But I'm close.
Huh?
But I'm close.
Yeah. You close now. You close as hell. When I say you close, you knocking on the door. Yeah, you knocking on the door. And they ain't quite got there yet, but you still knocking.
Start kicking that bitch after a while.
Yeah, don't kick it in. Then we might go to a whole nother direction.
No. You can skip it.
Okay, let me see.
Let's say it.
Not with the blue parrot 250. Not with the blue parrot 250 now.
And you know what it is. Damn.
Yeah, because I got the 650. Mine got both ears. I would never buy that headset ever again in my life.
And then a couple other pictures. He take it out at the last minute.
Oh man. But besides the blue parrot. The color scheme looks good. The color scheme looks great. We're gonna work on that color scheme a little bit more, but I did want you to see how different that makes the picture.
That's all right. I get that.
Yeah.
With the colors, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think we got the sharpness down. No. So that way we don't get extra grain, but it's a couple other things that I want to set in there. That way you'll see what I'm talking about once we make those slight changes. When I say they slight changes, they will be slight changes, but they will make all the difference in the world.
So like the real minute changes, some small.
Yeah, it's very, very small. It's just, I wouldn't even call it changes. I would just say adjustments. I would call them adjustments. So that's really all we're going to do is just adjust it. This picture is that one too are the prime examples of why I would make adjustments because I can see it. I see where it's at.
Oh yeah.
I see where it's at. But let's look like she had a one.
Yeah, good one.
I'm talking about real.
No, it did when after I left him and came to her, you were like that one too. I was like this.
Yeah, because I saw it. It was right there in my eyes. Like I say, I might not got 20/20, but the skill is there. The skill is there.
That one too. I should have ate that damn cake, though. That was cake in with some melatonin.
Yeah. Now
I've been fighting for a minute.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one. Like I said again, now you at what's that 160? That 160? I'm gonna let you tell me what you see.
For one, it got a little grain.
Right.
The color contrast is like the shutter speed was off. It didn't catch it right at that precise moment due to, for one, I was squaring the picture.
Right. Okay.
F5. Seriously. I don't need to crop the picture. I can tell you that now.
Right.
Mainly, I see it just ain't got enough definition and the light and all, but it's a little grain.
Okay. So how we set that, and how we set that? How would you?
Grain,
how would you change that in your settings with what you got now?
I'll take that 6400 and probably make that, since I was inside, I'll probably make that like 400, 800. Put my exposure time, I say 1/160. 5/4. 1,000. I'll just stick with 1,000 on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, 1/160. And I would change my f-stop to probably about 11 or 12.
Dang, that really just hum Amazing Grace. Wait a minute. Damn, I just did that, didn't I?
Yo, thank you. Yo.
Oh man.
So went right if you humming Amazing Grace, man.
It was a lot of things. It was a lot of things that was right. up until we went talking about that
F-stop.
f-stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell with that f-stop, we still trying to understand it.
And it's on white. I know it is Ford, but it's like can I say it? When I first got the camera, I was playing around with the f-stop.
Huh?
When I had like, I ain't gonna say high dimensions, I say like mid-tones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like it came out more crisper than I gotta say. It came out more crisper on the. I can't remember, dude.
Because I think you was up at F11. You was up at F11.
Yeah, that's what I said. F11, F12.
Right. So my question is, why would you change your settings to what you would change it to? Starting one at a time. With the lens you got.
Oh, of course that's a 160. Of course that's a shotgun.
Right?
Give me the question one more time.
Okay, with the settings that you got, you said that you'll change the ISO, aperture, and shutter speed to certain numbers. And I asked, with the shutter that you got, the lens that you got, why would you make the changes to each one of them? Like, tell me, like, okay.
With my ISO.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
With my ISO, it's pulling the proper ambient light, but it's just not pulling the softer side of the ambient light from that filter.
Okay.
When that light bounce.
So you say you would bring it down to what now?
I say by 800, 400.
Okay. And what would you look for it to do at 8 to 400?
Look for a more cleaner shot, crisper shot.
Okay.
With the exposure time, I will go 1/0. I want to say 800. I want to.
What's the max of the lens?
300.
Okay. So if it's the max is 300, we times it by what?
3.
And what we get?
1,000. It's not at 900. You said 900.
But we'll just go up one. We'll just go up to the next one.
What one?
Yeah.
It would have been at 1,000.
Okay.
So with the 800, it would have been more of a solid shot. Dang, I want to say portrait so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just trying to find the words.
I got you. Because so far, ain't nothing you said really is wrong. You on the right track.
I want more dynamic shot, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So with those settings, it's I'm guessing that, I know I'm guessing. With those settings, it is makes sense. With those settings, it's more of a picture. I just say that. Wrong answer. I know it. I know it. I know it's the
No,
wrong answer. I know it.
you in the right. You're in the right area.
But hell, I'm only getting a base hit. I'm not getting a home run. Even though a base hit win the game, I still want me a home run.
Yeah, but that's why we got Price.
Again, it's true.
Yeah.
I don't. I keep this thing in my hand more than I keep my damn controller.
Yeah, that's Price.
I just bought PS Plus on the play that bit.
What you get about a month?
Yeah, I do. Cause sometimes I don't. If I get it by the year, sometimes I might not even play the game like 3 months.
See, that's why I get it for the year. I ain't played mine all month. But when I go home, I'm ready. At whatever time.
No, and see, my friend from Atlanta, they play that. Oh, what's the one on COD? As soon as they shoot your ass, you dead.
Oh, shoot, man, with a golden gun type shit.
Oh, damn. I forgot what they called it.
That multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that multiplayer. But I just can't remember.
I know what they called it. It's something that they call that shit. But see, I can go into another one. It'll take a minute to die. I ain't gonna say a minute, but I die with it.
Oh yeah, you got time. You got all them plates on.
Yeah.
You going to Warzone, and
Nope. I don't do Warzone. I do like Ramsay. Uh,
like plunder.
yeah.
I got you. All right, I got you. Yeah. Oh, did I do that?
I guess.
Okay.
Oh, damn. You scared me when you did that. Now, God damn, you fucked me up. Because I should jumping up to my damn mouth. Like, what the fuck?
All right. The aperture. You said you would go to f11. So,
Yeah.
what would make you go to f11?
Frosted shot to a point that was focusing on this subject more.
Okay.
Like you can see the stare. Of course, it got the proper fit. I had to think of what it was. The proper fit of depth, but I wanted deeper. Even I know I ain't gonna say with F11, it wouldn't have been deeper, but it would have been more to a softer sense where you would have been able to focus on the subject instead of in the ground. Now, if I move up even higher again, it's more of something that I want to do outside. So I want to accentuate more the definition of that person than what's behind it.
Gotcha.
So do I fast? Do I get?
There's still some spots we gotta cover, but so with that aperture, you would want to go down. You want to go the other way instead of going up. Now, if you were going outside into more light, no, wait. Let me back up. Because the way I enough at 1,000, and our hole is big enough to see it directly what's in front of us to blur out the back and keep it nice and how you say it, foggy in the back. So to keep it nice and foggy, frosty.
Nice.
Yeah, and that would have gave us a more contrasted view on our subject, which would be the little boy. And it probably would have brought out his chain. It probably would have brought out his eyes. It might even brought some of the ash on his knee.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe even the tape line a little bit. But it's all about how everything has to work together. You see what I'm saying? It has a certain, it's like a combination lock. You got to put the right combination in for that lock to unlock. That's basically what we're trying to do. You're trying to learn the keys to the combination to the lock, so that way you can locksmith and jimmy any lens that you put on that camera.
Like get one of them big boy camera. Oh, I need to go to such an ISO, like the this f-style, like the this, that, and third. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't even get it out.
So that's where right now where you at is the part where you learn how to get the combination right. So you get the combination right now. When it goes into the other ones, your camera won't just be taking good pictures.
I mean, like you said, it ain't the camera that's the picture.
There you go. There you go. It ain't just the camera that's taking good pictures. So again, oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna let you tell me what you see. What you see in your settings and what you see in your picture.
My ISO was too high.
And what did it do with it being? What did it do with it being that high?
Maybe too much of a white tone, like a wash.
Yep. Kind of grained it out.
My exposure was too low.
Yeah.
Again, it should have been at 1 time. My ISO in this situation, again, for 200, I say 16.
The ISO?
Yeah. For a little sweet spot. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. So
I think like the 3200.
3200 might be a little too hot if you bring that f-stop all the way down.
So this had to be
because 3200 probably gonna take a little bit of the grain out, but 800 will probably get you right where you need to be. 1,000 probably would be okay, but 800 would probably be your go-to. I wouldn't go 64 unless it's nighttime. That's when I would go 64. Yeah. If I ain't got that much light, I go 64.
So you pass on this picture. That's not like take white spots on the scene.
Yeah, you can. It's still a pass. The picture is a pass because you can always put the edit on there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably can even color in that 8 and that 0 if you want.
I ain't taking it.
Yeah.
Stay glare guy or something.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice little glare right there. All right. All right. All right. All right. Whatever it was, it sure was interesting, wasn't it, Gal?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Tell me what you got.
I sold on 4,000. Don't ask about that. Why it's so late?
It's hot, but it's a notch time. Go bite one. Go bite one. Boom. Now go forward.
I think. It's brighter, of course.
Yep. Now, do you know why?
Because of my ISO.
And what else?
Exposure time.
Your exposure time is
No. My f-stop. My f-stop is too low.
well, you kind of there. You kind of there. That
Again, I go with my exposure time should have been set at 1,000.
look at that M and that M. Some M and M's.
Yeah. A 125.
Yeah. See the difference? Now go back. Go back to that 300 shot. See the difference?
That's wireless.
Yeah. Because you're taking the zoom out. See, with the shotgun, you're able to press in. Now, when you come out the shotgun, boom,
So what's the wires?
you can open up because you got more. Now you see where we going.
Yeah, they open those. Okay.
Now you see. That's why I'll tell you to go back and then go forward. That's why I'm glad that.
But you know, again with this pictures, had to turn and invert the damn camera sideways.
Right. I get that. That's your landscape shot. I mean your portrait. That's your portrait shot. That's your landscape.
So right here, this picture would be more of my landscape shot.
Yeah, that's your landscape shot.
Mm.
Your portrait shot will be straight up and down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your landscape is like land. It goes across. Land always goes left and right.
Mm.
Your portrait is always standing up. However, like I say, with your zoom in, okay, 128, 125, you're not in the barrel so much. So the lesser that you're in the barrel, the more light you're going to see. The farther down in the barrel that you are, the more you got to look down to get to the light.
Right.
So here, I would keep that shutter speed right at 1,000 because I'm using that lens. I'm using a variable lens. So I will keep it at 1,000 just because of the lens sake. And I don't know. You could have kept it at let's see. You ain't got to go that far down the lens. You could have put that one at 400 ISO, and maybe could have had. Maybe if you would have had 400 and still had F5 and 1,000 shutter speed, it would have been nice. All right. Now I see some more stuff going on here.
I'm seeing. I'm seeing.
You see it going on here?
I'm high, so kind of in a sweet spot. Because it was with 2,000, but I'm shooting at in the field, so I had to put it fire. You have to stay there and then you can fire. I'm sorry, you know. my exposure time too. But my ISO is still high.
Right.
But to me, it's picture give me go.
Yeah, it's a go. It's a green light.
I did the real focus dead on him. The center point that I put it in if you find I put it dead on him.
Yeah. When I say that is a Hollywood shot. That's Hollywood. If Jay-Z would have had a little boy, that would have been the shot to put into the tabloids.
And then the crazy part about it, he didn't break no.
Nothing.
No. So basically, you were asking for it without, hey,
yeah,
give me.
Yeah.
I don't know why he got there, Jake. Of course, I had to get a picture of everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Now where we at? Oh, wait. Go back. Cause I just seen some stuff. Oh my God, I just seen some stuff. Not in the picture.
But the device info.
I see changes.
Yeah.
Look at that ISO. Look at that ISO.
640. Well, they don't make the picture look bad though.
Nope. No, it's that's great. That's great.
Oh, I gotta say something.
The only thing I would have looked at. All right. So the only thing I would have looked at is that f-stop. So you can see from that f-stop how far that f-stop carries.
True.
The f-stop 5. Now, if we are, let's just say we're up at, if we're up at f-stop 11, we're going to see grandma right there looking at us in clear plain view.
You said f-stop 11.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because it is kind of a tad bit dark.
No, she's going to be more in focus. Because we're shifting the perspective. See, F5, we're getting the distance. Now, if we would have brought the f-stop down, we probably would have got a better focus right there on them two. And right there where that bag is at, that red bag and that lady with the green, we probably would have started blurring out. The lady right there with her nose right there, we would have been blurring out. Right.
I say I wasn't really trying to go for it.
Right. No, I'm saying if that f-stop was all the way down, as far down as it could go, that's where we would have been at.
Okay.
Now, f-stop 22. Yep. No, I wouldn't have went up that high. I would have probably went. If you wanted to see the whole room, you probably would have been at f-stop 8 or 8 to 11. From 8 to 11. Those are more your common ranges for like a whole. F-stop 22 would be where, hey, we got too much sun going on, so we're gonna cut that sun, but still want to see the sky. Yeah. That 400 is good. It's great. It's perfect. You could have went up to 800 if you wanted to.
Right.
That shutter speed at 75, I'd have kicked it up to 640. But it's still good.
Okay.
It's still good because it's, the movement is
That's
not.
for the exposure time, right? That 640 for the exposure time.
Yeah. Shutter speed. Yeah, the exposure time is the shutter speed. So yeah, that's the main thing. Your fraction of a number is always going to be your shutter speed. How quick the camera gonna take the picture? How quick the shutter gonna close? Like this one here, yeah, I would have definitely booted that one all the way up to 1,000. He would have been at 1,000, and he would have caught a still, very still image, right? Now, 800, you knocking at the door.
He still kind of blurred though.
That's that shutter speed. Look how low that shutter speed is.
Okay, that's 1/6.
Yeah, that's that shutter speed real low. Your millimeter. Look at how many millimeters you got.
Yeah, I'm right. I had to like reaching out. Everybody was getting it a damn way.
Yeah. See that your millimeter was at 300. So with your millimeter being at 300 and your shutter speed at under 60, you're going lower than the shutter speed.
Gotcha.
So you want to go faster than the lens. See, that's a good one. Still got a little movement there.
Yep.
But at the same instance, you caught him when he wasn't doing much movement. So that was good. That was good. That was okay. 800 again. Yeah, 800 there. Yeah, 800, 120 millimeters. Like I say, I probably would have put it down about maybe F3. F3. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't pass, so.
Yeah. Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, it's emotion, bitch.
Yeah, leave that shit.
I had the exposure. I know I had the exposure too high. Of course, I ain't so good. Shuck.
Yeah.
Goddamn L-stop. The L-stop. You know.
All right. If you had a chance to take a second shot, how would you change?
I'll put that exposure time 1/100.
100.
I mean 1,000.
Okay.
I will put the ISO. I'll keep the ISO with it.
Okay.
And I probably would bump the f-stop down some.
How far would you go?
2.5? No. 3.5. 2.5.
Yeah, I could go with that. About 3 to 2.8. Whichever one is which. Because you're probably not gonna go no lower than 2.8 with that lens.
Right.
So yeah, probably about a 3.0. I stick to a 3.0. Overall, again, nice shot.
Okay.
If I look now, if I go bite, I want to go bite one more. I want to go bite. I want to get one more thing before we get here.
Go ahead.
Nah, this can be shadow. You can add in shadow. You can add in clarity. Just to bring them out a little bit. That right there, that adding in those HDR shadows.
I see those. I damn sure seen them.
Yep. That can bring a lot of that around the edges out in the t-shirt. That can bring the shadows to the t-shirt to a balance. Because you got one side is dark and the other side is washed out.
Right.
So you can kind of bring that back into balance. Kind of.
And then one on the right side. That's the definition to you.
Yeah, so we kind of want to blend that side, this side with that side, but still keep this cast of light
Right.
through the quadrant, through this top, this
Well, I see you.
yeah, this
That's
left quadrant. So yeah. Oh wow. Very beautiful shot. Yeah, you did a player good. You did a player good.
I'm fighting over here, so I'm trying to get to him.
I got you.
Let's see what her face up for though. Her face.
Yeah, you gonna catch. I mean, it's a good shot, but you.
I don't want to do that.
Oh man, where we at?
40, 148, 123. It's blurred out, but get it called exposure time. Slow it's at 140. Like you said, lock it in. I see inside always locking me in 101 times.
Yep.
And boom.
Nah, you down 4.5. Do you see the difference in the 4.5?
Yeah.
That's more what you want. That's more what you want.
That's it. The shadow tone really falling like through the.
Yep. The only thing you off on this shot is your shutter speed. That's the only thing you off.
That's the only yeah.
That's the
all in all.
Yep. You starting to get it now.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's the only thing you off on. Just that shutter speed.
Again.
Shutter speed.
Right.
Shutter speed.
Everything else blend in perfectly.
Yep.
That shutter speed.
Yep.
This the one I was telling you about.
Okay. Now that
do you see how in focus he is? That she is.
Okay, that one is.
I put the dot like right in between them. So like I said, the sensor hit her face, sensor hit his face. Both of them come into focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had it in the middle, but he came on. So why is that? And she had a damn sensor on her. It's a good picture, but it just the fucking got exposure time to them.
Well, that's one, but you shooting with the 85.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I want to say that your f-stop was too low.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have
bumped up, shit, I ain't have no f-stop.
It's on the lens.
Oh fuck! I forgot. You gotta get used to this.
Yeah, your f-stop is on the lens.
I can't forget. I gotta get used to it.
Yeah. What the hell? My TV got to think about? That joker said thinking, then it just cut off. What you thinking about? Do we really need to finish this?
Right.
Yeah. You ain't done